Hi Anonymous 389. Excuse my English, I'm not a native speaker, and now I'm going. You said that you would like to know more about it. About what? About home type of method that is weird, but at least will not harm. Okay, now hold on and listen. A really weird method for curing cancer. Okay, now first of all, you must understand that the things I'm going to tell you are weird. Okay, and they're not conventional. And I want to tell you about energies that cannot be called material energies. So the energy is a form of matter, according to official science. But official science, official physics, draws a line between matter and non-matter. Okay? And these energies, these things, are in a non-matter realm. Half, or whatever. It's not half, because they are probably abundant and in the foundation of matter. But they do not want to talk about it, because you can make gold with this. You can make ordinary energies. You can basically transmute, or just make things come from nothing. Okay, so basically, when it comes to cancer, you can see this video, YouTube video. Everything is on YouTube. Nothing, no dangerous sites or whatever. You can see this film, documentary about VIKTOR Schauberger. Okay. So what they will show you about here, is that there are, of course, you must just wait for. So they will show you that this is a glass cylinder, and they are putting an egg, a raw egg, but fresh, egg in it, and they start to whirl the water, but whirl it. The movement of the vortex at the periphery, when they whirl it, is faster than in the center. Okay, so they whirl it like that. They use the periphery only, and the egg is basically going everywhere and hitting the walls of the cylinder, and even can break. Okay, so then they whirl the water from the center. The movement in the center is faster than the movement on the periphery of this vortex, and the egg is going into the center and going up. It's basically levitating. Okay, so you can see the film, you can see the experiment, and this second central vortex is structuring, implosive, and is good. Okay, so this levitative energies. Actually, Viktor Schauberger was basically killed when he went to the US, like Wilhelm Reich, whose books were burned after the World War II in the United States of America. That was ordered by United States court to burn his books. Just imagine, after the World War II. So just imagine where the Nazis went and or spread. So it's evil. Curing cancer the way they cure cancer in the United States and in Bulgaria, here in Bulgaria and everywhere, is criminal. Okay, so it's criminal. Okay, it's a Nazi way to poison the organism so that you can cure something. It's ridiculous. So read Viktor Schauberger and his books, or the books about him. Okay, so when he was captured by the Nazis and then by the Americans, but by the US. Okay, so when he was captured by the Nazis, he was ordered or made to make UFO engines or for UFOs, okay, for flying saucers. So they are energies that are levitative energies, implosive, vacuum, biological vacuum energies. These energies basically are implosive, not explosive. Explosive technologies, phones, Wi-Fi, everything. Electronics, whatever we have is explosive, okay? So chemistry, it causes cancer and other illnesses. So this guy, okay, let's forget about Viktor Schauberger for now. This guy is a French guy who is basically replicating Viktor Schauberger's technologies, and he's selling machines that are feeding the plants, the plants in greenhouses, only with structured water and light, and they basically grow lettuce plants only on structured water and light, without any soil, without any nutrients, and without any chemicals, which is absolutely ridiculous. That means you can structure water and you can order the cells in such a way that they receive energy without food. Okay, so if you use such technology to cure cancer, as Viktor Schauberger used such technologies, similar technologies, just you remove you remove the options of cancer cells. You remove the environment in which cancer cells may thrive. Okay, so they need a lot of food, and you just starve them, or you just probably repair them. Okay, so see this video. This is a French guy. Here is the title of the video, again on YouTube. Okay, so what else? Is a patent Again, VIKTOR Schauberger. Again, his implosive water whirling technologies. See the patent. Find it. Okay. Theo Peterson. You whirl basically water. This water. This is the best. I'll show you the best combination. The best set of spirals. Water goes from here and from here, and exits from here and here, and is whirled centripetally. Here are the two sets of spirals, and is exiting from here. Okay, so you have strange water. If you moisture paper or wallpaper or cardboard or whatever with this water, and it dries, then it just stops electromagnetic waves. It's that ridiculous. So this water and electromagnetic waves, implosion and electromagnetic waves are two opposite things. Okay. So these energies are not electromagnetic. These energies are ridiculous. Okay, but they exist, but they are not studied. Okay, so they are basically something like bioenergies. And now, here's another movie, documentary. You should search on YouTube, and I'm amazed that they put it on YouTube. And this ridiculous documentary, it's a long 1.5 hour documentary. Okay. On YouTube again, they show you a lot of things, but the most interesting part is this. They showed you how Nikola Tesla was testing or performing, or basically he was demonstrating a way to cure people with electricity, but again, this ridiculous electricity has nothing to do with electromagnetic waves. So it's not Hertzian electricity. These waves are not Hertzian waves. These waves are some other kind of waves. I must find the exact. So these these waves are not Hertzian waves. They are not transverse. So the energy is going one way, and the waves are waving at right angle, at 90 degrees, compared to the direction of the wave. Okay, so they are not transverse Hertzian waves. They are longitudinal or some other kind, I don't know, scalar, longitudinal. Second, magnetic field of Nikolaev, vector potential. If you read Tom Bearden, vector potential, and John Bedini, vector potential. Second, magnetic field of Nikolaev. If you read the Russians, but this has nothing to do with ordinary magnetism, with ordinary amperes, with ordinary electricity. Nothing to do. It's basically the opposite. It's sometimes they call it cold electricity. Sometimes they call it scalar waves. Okay, so I have to somehow find. I will put it on pause. Okay, so here's an article from I don't know when it was published, but I want to show you not the article. I want to show you what the guy in the documentaries telling us about the way Tesla was trying to heal people. Okay, so he's using something as a Tesla coil. He's using something as a secondary or whatever, but this secondary is not coupled with the primary in a normal transformer way. So electromagnetic induction has no place here, because when we have electromagnetic induction as in an ordinary transformer, we have close coupling, because magnetism is not capable of traveling without loss along distances. Okay, like when you charge your wireless charger, which is cancerogenic factor itself, you cannot put your phone away, a span away, and expect it to charge. It has to be very close. And here we have nothing like that. And which is even more ridiculous than that is that Tesla is using his own body he's holding that guy with one hand, and that guy is holding this handle, and Tesla with the other hand is holding this handle. So basically Tesla is modulating, polarizing this crazy energy, which is not electromagnetic energy from electromagnetic induction or whatever, which goes to his body and into the body of that guy. Okay, so it's absolutely ridiculous. It's a different kind of energy. It's something qualitative new. It's very well studied, but not officially, but only unofficially. Okay, so very well studied. It's very well studied, very well financed, such projects, but you can't find such methods officially in drugstores, such things in drugstores, and you can't find such machines in hospitals, in official hospitals. They have such things. Probably they use them with the Apple program to protect their astronauts against Van Allen belts or whatever dangerous things you can find. So I want to show you another ridiculous thing. These guys I don't want to say something abusive, but these guys is typical Russian home experimenter as it gets. So he's amazed by another experiment, another ridiculous experiment. And I want to tell you that I have a neighbor who was some deputy, probably not ambassador, but okay, something like that in Siberia, because Moscow is very far from Siberia, and there are a lot of people, Bulgarians, who work and live in Siberia. So they made a consulate or something like that, which is connected to the Bulgarian embassy in Moscow. And that guy was working there, and he was showed miracle technologies in their former secret scientific towns. In the past, in the Soviet Union era, they had such towns that were not on the map, had no name, but only a number. And he said 35-year-old Russian professors, full-grown professors, I mean academically, 35-year-olds, were working in together with normal 55-year-old Chinese professors. So, and one of his colleagues, Bulgarian diplomat, developed stomach cancer, and he asked his Russian colleagues to ask in these towns whether there is a cure for cancer, and they gave him some pills or I don't know, tablets, some pills or some capsules or some, I don't know what form of the, and his cancer, his colleague's cancer, stomach cancer, was cured by a normal medicine, which the only difference is that you can't find this thing in drugstores. So it doesn't exist officially. Nothing exists. UFOs don't exist, but whenever they mention UFOs, in the same sentence or in the next 5 sentences, they mention aliens, extraterrestrials. They just connect UFOs with extraterrestrials. Okay, so there are UFOs, but there are no extraterrestrials. It's just a secret science. Okay, secret science, and they tell you yes, but there are many stars, many planets, so it's theoretically possible. The law of numbers, big numbers, that there are humans or even smarter humans, and you can think of it like that. 2 snowmen were talking, and one asked the other, "Who made us? Who created us?" And the other answers, "No one created us. We are just a combination of random combination of snowflake gathering. So with these billions and trillions snowflakes that fall every year on the Earth, have you seen somewhere a snowman to form? Snowman with a carrot nose and olives for eyes. Have you ever seen? So they're working very, very actively in these fields, but they're giving us there are no ideas like there are no UFOs, or yes, there are UFOs, but there are little green men in these UFOs. So go and ask the little green man how it works. So that guy was shocked by a video by one of his subscribers about this thing. You can see this on YouTube. It has subtitles. Someone who didn't speak Russian asked them to include subtitles so that they can read it. And this thing goes like this. You have a window, typical Russian window with a small separately opening window here above the main window. So you have a wire which is grounded in the ground, in the yard. Okay, So then you have here this light diode, or how it's called, light diode. A diode that is emitting light. Okay, so you have a guy that was just holding the diode and is in his house. So he's just stepping on something isolated, and the diode does not glow. So you have here a table and some stuff in it, nervously. And then that guy, the same guy, here is going to draw it. The same guy, okay, is basically holding the minus electrode of a simple battery, 9-volt chrome, whatever they call it in the United States, battery, rectangular kind of battery. And it's connected with its positive electrode, or positive end, to this light diode, and it is grounded again by the same wire. And now this thing is glowing, which is ridiculous, because now you have as if closed circuit, which goes like this. The battery goes from here, goes to the ground. From the ground, it goes from this guy, goes through his body, and he's stepping on something isolated, probably in I don't know, home kind of slippers or something, and he's touching the battery, and the battery is it's closed system, but this closed system goes through the ground. It's grounded. So some kind of energy is going through the ground and going back to this guy, and go so that this light diode can emit light. And it's not only emitting light. The thing, the critter, is blinking with some kind of frequency which is not 50 hertz. He's talking about the guy in the video. The author of the video is talking about 50 hertz blinking, 50 hertz blinking of the diode, but the diode is not blinking with 50 hertz. And the blinking is changing through the day. It's different at night, it's different through the day, it's different in winter and in summer. It's just different. It's a different kind of blinking. Okay? So another thing I wanted to tell you, another documentary I wanted to tell you, probably I must pause it again to show you the documentary, very interesting and very important, connected very closely to cancer. So see this documentary, very interesting and very closely connected to cancer documentary, again on YouTube. This guy is basically using how it's called, I don't know, these rods, diving or whatever they are called, rods, that is searching for water underground. Okay, and this guy is using a normal scientific equipment, not very sophisticated, just a normal scientific equipment, which equipment gives the same readings, the same results or close results, but much slower, much not so well tuned to this guy's biophysics. So this guy is basically faster and more exact in his readings. But this guy is using scientific equipment, not very sophisticated, just a simple scientific. And what you can see is that sometimes it's enough to move your bed several feet away, let's say 5 feet away from the place it is now. Okay, so probably I must pause again to tell you about the direction of the head when you are in bed. Okay, so another thing, this is again big deal, National Geographic, nothing small here. You have foxes, and foxes basically listen to mice or lemmings or whatever they're hunting under the snow as they are going through their tunnels or digging through their tunnels, and they listen, they jump, they hit the snow with their noses or with a mouse and try to catch the mouse before the mouse just runs away through the tunnel. Okay, so whenever these creatures jump 20 degrees in the direction 20 degrees to the east from the north, so whenever they jump northeast 20 degrees to the east from the north, they have about 73% success rate in catching the mouse. Okay, when they jump in the opposite direction to the southwest 20 degrees, okay, to the west from the south, they have 60% success rate. When they jump in any other direction, for example to the east or to the west, they have 18% success. Okay, and that's not just one fox with, let's say, 5 jumps, but these are hundreds of foxes with thousands of jumps. So it's a good the law of a good statistical, I don't know, example. Okay, so you can read. You can read the article. So it's not only ridiculous that foxes are using things like that, it is ridiculous that you can use this thing not only to transfer from the battery and from the body let's say you hold the hand of someone with this hand, okay, you hold someone's hand, okay, with this hand, and he's grounded. I don't know. I just don't know how you cure someone with your energy boosted, or you take from the battery only this kind of energy that can go through the earth without loss, okay, and goes through this guy, and you basically help him. I don't know what kind of energy this is. This is obviously not amps that create magnetism. You can magnetize a piece of ceramics, special ceramics like neodymium magnets, or a piece of special metal alloy, or just a piece of soft iron, by putting a lot lot of amps through it, a lot of amps for a short period of time, using a capacitor or something, and that's how they produce magnets. That's how magnets are magnetized. So they arranged the little, let's say here, we have every single black and white spot is a domain with several atoms in it, or several dozens of atoms, or hundreds. And every single one of these domains is, or not every single one, most of them arranged in one direction. So their magnetism is not contradicting the magnetism of their neighbors, but is adding, and that's how they produce magnets, permanent magnets. That's how they arrange the magnets. But when it comes to these energies, or Bertil Pettersson's water whirling device, they arrange, they structure, they order water in a different way. It's more biological. So you can, if you try to arrange the cells in a tumor, in a body, in a human body or animal body or a tree, just putting a lot of amps through it, you can theoretically kill the patient. You can theoretically start fire or destroy tissue. Okay, so it's ridiculous. It doesn't work. So amps are not part of this kind of electricity. Volts are not part of this kind of electricity, even though Nikola Tesla is using Tesla coil. But there are no big amp currents and high voltage electricity in the human body. So membrane potential, transmembrane potential, is about minus 70 millivolts. The transmembrane potential of cancer cells are minus 15 millivolts. So the energy, but this kind of energy, not amps or volts or this technical kind of electricity. No, technical kind of electricity is it's difficult. It's counter natural or counter biological. So it's different. Okay, it's explosive. Let's say our technology is explosive. All our technologies. Okay, so if you want to try some weird, different, new method without any guarantee that you will succeed, but there will be no harm. It is not expected that there will be any harm. You can use such a system with a battery, low voltage, low amps, or some other kind of more powerful battery or whatever, and just put somehow this kind of energy, weird energy, that goes through the earth without losses, through the tumor, using let's say copper plates. Then you can substitute this guy and his hand with the copper plate connected to a wire, connected to the tumor, and that the other end of this guy, his legs, for another copper plate